My name is Chidothe and I own a Land Rover. And, I'm part of the Land Rover Defender Club. The Land Rover Defender is pretty much a collector's item. So when you have a Land Rover Defender, everyone that has got a Defender becomes your friend and becomes your family. So we thought, why don't we just get together? So that's how everything came about. This is Mphatso, CM Chidothe.
Yeah, okay.
She's the only lady who owns a Land Rover.
Wow. Which one is yours? This one. All right. Good. You just stand.
My name is
there.
Victoria. So my full-time job is preaching on the pulpit and working with children. The Land Rover is the only car I've wanted in life. I have never wanted any other car. I tried to dig from my past. Maybe watching the goats must be crazy, could be one of it. I don't know how I fell in love with the Land Rover, but I have always wanted that. That's the only car. When I learned that they had stopped making them, I cried. 3 years ago, I was at my church doing a conference. I was training some pastors and teachers, and at the car park, somebody parked a Land Rover. I went there and I remember I touched it and said, God, you're gonna give me this. But a year later, one of my mechanics told me there's a Land Rover that you need to have. So that's how the whole story began. Most of them are projects. When I bought that one, it was white. It didn't even have any chairs inside. I pimped we haven't finished. You never finish fixing a Land Rover. You never actually finish. When I had the Land Rover, I knew I needed to learn how to maneuver. I needed to learn how to find spare parts. So when I joined, I came with a pastoral thing, and I remember I told them, you know, pastors, we get offerings. Don't give me money, offer me spare parts. It was a joke, but they gave me the first spare parts. The club is almost 2 years old, 2.5 years old now. We've done some charitable stuff since last year, but this one has been the major one.
Okay, wow.
When we began on Monday last week, it was all like, let's go help those that have been injured to take them to the hospital. That was our plan. We were here, we began with just 5 Land Rovers to go to places where people needed to go to the hospital. We ended up initiating evacuation camps. We started managing Manja camp, and we've been moving out, and I say we have worked with more than 20 evacuation camps right now.
Wow.
Basically, when I came into the group, I didn't wear the pastor's hat because I didn't want to impose my ministry on the club members. I've never preached in the club. I've never even dropped a verse in the club. But being a pastor, we ended up becoming like a family. As a family, we went beyond just being a club. So I've always had this feeling that I cannot impose what I am on them, but I have seen, actually, I told myself that I think God called me into the Land Rovers Club. Because when I came in, I thought I was just going to get spare parts, but I've gotten so much bigger, a family. We've worked together through issues. We've prayed together. I ended up ministering on one-to-one. I've seen that there's prejudice towards the Land Rover community. There are two things. People think you're archaic because this is an old car, or you're a stunt guy. All you care about is putting on beautiful lights and going for adventures, because we do adventures. Sometimes we go drive in the rivers for fun. So people think we are a community that is not straight up there. But being in the Land Rover Club, I have found the best gentlemen. These guys you see are husbands, they are fathers. Some of them are company owners, some of them are church leaders. They are gentlemen, that's what I say. From 2021 to 2022, the Land Rover Club ministered to me better than the church. I've had issues to say, you're a pastor, you're a woman, how can you be part of those guys? Last year in September, we had a church camp in the mountains in Malosa. I carried 10 leaders and we loaded so much on top, and we had to go through the river. That's when I saw people respecting that this is a ministry camp. And they were like, we are glad we had a Land Rover. So many people think they're just doing this for fun. They don't actually understand it. Yeah, I think that would be the major challenge.
Yeah.